Hello, church, and welcome to another daily devotion as we seek to stay connected while we're apart from one another. This week's topic is doubt. And I'm sure as you've watched the news, you've had a lot of doubts about where we're headed as a people, as a country. We've had the shell shock of COVID and all the different messaging around that, all the politicizing of that. And now we've seen in short succession 3 different people of color, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and now George Floyd, and then just first peaceful protests, and then all hell breaking loose, things on fire and looting and windows are broken, and all kinds of turmoil and uprising. And you think to yourself, what is going to happen next? Where do we go from here? Can we put this back together? Is an old model worth putting back together? Does it look like something different? In the doubts of where we're at today versus courage of a new tomorrow, that faith and hope, of faith in times of struggle, but hope for something new, for new beginnings, for God's action. I heard a friend preacher say, a lot of people say, where is God in that mix? Where is God right now? And he says, the question shouldn't be where is God, it's where are you? Where are you when all this is happening? Because this is your watch. This is the world you are a part of. And you are God's agent in this world. You are God's disciple. So I think of a biblical character named Gideon. No, he's not out there passing Bibles out in hotels. It's different than that. God meets Gideon while the Midianites are oppressing the Hebrew people in the book of Judges 6 and 7. And I'm not going to tell you everything about Gideon. I want you to go read about him. Go check it out. But it starts off, I'll give you a little bit of Cliff Notes. God's angel meets Gideon and says, mighty warrior Gideon, God's got a job for you. And Gideon's anything but a mighty warrior. He's a mighty warrior in the heart that God's given him and what God believes his potential is. But in terms of his actual actions and courage, Gideon is soft as a pillow. God tells him to destroy his father's idols, confront his family's worship of all these other things. But Gideon's nervous, so he does it at night, and he gets a bunch of guys to help him and his servants so that nobody will know what he did because he's afraid. God tells Gideon, you're going to lead my people against these Midianites. And Gideon says, hey, can you do a little sign with this fleece thing and the dew? You'll have to read about that. I'm not going to tell you more. And then after God does it, just like Gideon asked, Gideon says, yeah, but maybe he could do it reverse. So I'm sure. just because I'm not ready to get off my seat here and actually do something. And finally, Gideon, he's one of the best recruiters. The ROTC would love Gideon. He gets 32,000 guys to go fight the Midians. He thinks, superior in numbers, I've got this. We're going to give these guys a thrashing. God says, go ask anybody who's a little bit, has reservations, afraid, might be worried about leaving their wife and kids, widowed. Send all those guys home. So Gideon goes on, anybody a little nervous, anybody a little afraid to stick their neck out, and 20,000 of the 32,000 leave. And Gideon says, well, shoot, now I got 10,000 left. All right, 12,000 here. I'm a math major. I got 12,000 guys. Okay, this is good. And God says, no. Have these guys all go down the river and see how they drink water. If they lap it like dogs, it's one of my favorite stories, or they cup it and drink it out of their hands. You get me the dog lappers. See how many of those guys are out there. So Gideon goes down, watch everybody get a drink, and he's got 300 dog lappers. So 11,700 more got to go home. Guy starts off with 32,000 to go fight. Good numbers. Ends up with 300. I don't think we can do this, God. God says, you know what? It was never about your power. It was always about, I don't want Israel to boast about this. I want them to know that it's me that's behind this. You, not by human might, but by courage and trust in me, get out there and do this. And I want you to go back in Judges and read what happened with Gideon, because it works. God delivers Israel through Gideon. But it's through all of his self-doubts, through all of his backsliding, through all of his excuses and why, and through all of his comforts, and God strips them away one at a time and says, get out the door. You're the one I'm asking. Have some courage. Go out there with this small band that you've got and do what I've asked you to do. The world is literally burning around us. Every city, every major city that I'm familiar with, that I've visited, is having problems around riots. Peaceful protests, one thing. Riots, arrests here in Chicago, breaking windows, looting, that's something altogether different. But for those peaceful protesters who are saying, these things are happening, and it's not a one-time thing. It's not even a two-time thing. There's some inherent problems here. Will you listen to us? Will you be willing to have some courage to lift your voice, to make some change? If we're all made in the image of God, it matters that we have a voice. It matters that we listen to experiences that are very different than our own. And here, with the equality God made us in, what kind of world God intends. So I know one thing. God doesn't call us to just be still and sit in a fetal position in the corner. God calls the Gideons of the world and you and I, hey, come out of your hiding. Don't stick your head in the sand like an ostrich. Come out and have courage, because it's me who walks with you. I want you to think about that. It's God who leads. We always come up with all the reasons because, like Gideon, I don't have this. I don't have this many friends supporting me. I don't have this. And God says, you've got me. Why are you afraid? I'll be the first to say, I'm often afraid. I often talk myself out of stuff. But if Gideon's at every model, any model, it's about believing that there's something bigger than me that's holding me and you. That calls us into a different kind of humanity. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Those aren't empty words. It's a dream for a different kind of life and humanity, and how we treat each other, how we care for each other. But it takes work. It takes loving our neighbors in ways that many times we aren't willing to do. So how about it? Where's God speaking courage through our doubts, through our excuses today? Amen.